pop culture reference. Sorry.
What's up, guys? Kind of made a little bit of a new intro. I wanted to, I don't know, wasn't happy with it, so hope you like the new one. Um, Let me see. So, for the first time ever for Wicked's World, I also went live over on Twitch, and it looks like it worked because apparently they have talk shows and podcasts over there now too, like a section, kinda cool. I could never get Kick to work for me on StreamYard, so I've never been able to do any of them over there, like any of the, um, non-gaming streams, but it looks like it's working. That's cool, and there's 3 people over there. "Hi, Twitch." I know I've been gone forever. I went live the other day, like, I think it was about 5 days ago for the first time in, like, 2 years, so uh, how's everybody doing? Let me say hi to you guys. What's up, mate Gregory McMahon? I have to make sure I say like the last names and stuff because there's a lot of Gregs in this chat. Sam, hello, Mountain Mutt, Hokies, Shane, Brandon Blair, Stephen Brown, Dingus, Psychotic Mongoose, Richard Dower, AP, Pen, Trey, how are you? Smallville Man. I am doing good, Trey. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Mongoose. Now I know that's the Twitch chat also shows up in stream yards. What's up, Josh? Sean, C&D Design, Marianne, how's everybody doing? Oh, that's super cool that it shows up. Okay, so that's good. That's good to know. I got some advice and someone suggested that I should do Wicked's World on Twitch as well, just to see what happens. So here we are, getting ready for WrestleMania. Ooh, are you excited, Trey? Who are you rooting for? I don't even know the like what the matches are. There is lots of trailers today, and Herschel's is not over on Twitch. Got it. Wolfman Ryan, hello. Two Penny Puppet. C&D Designs, that, Vindicta skull that you're making for the pirate guys, for Jay X-Wing and the writer for, Daughter's Revenge looks really cool. I'm gonna have to order some copper filament now because that looks really freaking cool. Um, but yeah, that's, good job on that. Rooting for John Cena, he's facing Cody Rhodes. Oh, okay. What's up, Majin, Eric, Gal the Craft? Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling in a very long time, so I used to love it. John China, please. And I have to remember to talk about this at the end of the stream, so one of my mods, somebody remind me if I'm getting ready to say goodbye, be like, "Wait a minute, I didn't finish it yet, but last week I meant to talk about this one actually last week, and I didn't. I'm not finished with it yet, but I wanna end every stream talking about a book or a comic that I've been reading and recommend it to you guys. And I totally forgot last week because I'm a yapper. You guys know this already. It's gonna be different colors, different sizes. The ones on X, my profile, are 95% size of the real skull. Oh, okay. Yep, it's Spider-Man Blue. Hardcover too, so nice. But yes, we'll talk about this at the end of the stream. I just don't want to forget. What's up, Matt? I actually have quite a few before the stream. I always pull up like my tabs and stuff that I'm gonna talk about, and I was like, I have a lot right now. I'll save some of it for Saucy, even though we do kinda double dip and talk about some of it. Um, Never read Spider-Man Blue, heard it's good. It's very good. Uh, Very good. Without Joss Whedon, the Buffy reboot will fail. Agreed, and you know what? Even with him, it might have failed, let's be honest, because it doesn't need to be done. Uh, but speaking of Buffy, you know what? This actually just, um check that out. So, like, this just, was announced today or yesterday. Um, Michelle Trachtenberg, let's see. So her cause of death was finally revealed, and it was complications from, diabetes mellitus. I don't know if I said that wrong. I mean, everyone figured that it was something with her health because she's, had quite a bit going on. Um, yeah, very sad. Very sad that we lost Michelle. So that's another one talking about the uh Buffy reboot. We're not gonna have Dawn. Oh wait, did I miss something? Trying to see if I missed something here in the chat. What's up, Heath Nation? I don't see the comment though. Oh, it might not. You know what? I don't know what happened to the channel points. I don't think I disabled those ones, but I did turn off other stuff just because since I'm doing multiple platforms now, it's kind of different than just being on Twitch. But I will look at that because I don't know why. I might have to just like update it, the channel points over there. What's up, Stephen H? But yeah, it's super sad that she passed. And everyone was wondering. They thought it had to do with she had what did she had? She had like a liver transplant, I think it was. So people figured it was something about that, and it's super sad. I remember her, Harriet the Spy. That was get out of here, ad. That was the first role I ever seen her in. Loved Harriet the Spy, and I was older by the time I finally watched her in Buffy because I was pretty young when Buffy first aired. So I seen bits and pieces of it. Uh, my mom used to watch that and Angel. I think I actually might have seen more Angel when it first aired because that was, I was a little bit older and I mean they kind of ended around the same time. But my mom was probably like, "Yeah, David Boreanaz, I'm gonna watch this." Knowing my mom, she's like, "Yeah, he's hot. We're watching this." Um, but yes, very sad, very very sad. Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. I see her every day. She's right there. Eurotrip. Oh gosh, I haven't watched that in a very long time. I know a lot of the guys remember that one. But she was also good in Gossip Girl. Now I know the guys might not have seen that, and some guys actually did watch a little bit of it. I would say the first season of Gossip Girl was actually pretty good. Then it got CW. But her character, she wasn't in the first season, but her character, Georgina, was very good. She played a villain so well. And she actually I seen a little clip the other day. She reprised her role as Georgina in the awful reboot. The I don't know why they even tried to reboot Gossip Girl because it does not work in this day. Like, it barely worked. I mean, it worked, but it was just, like, just in time during, when they aired it. Sending in pictures to the Gossip Girl website and airing out everyone's dirty laundry, right? That's basically what the premise was for the elites, and then they tried doing it again, and I'm like, "What how are they gonna do this? There's social media, like, it" and they turned it into the teachers trying to, like, expose students, which is so weird because it's like I watched the first episode, I don't even know if I finished it. There's, like, a teacher looking at, like, these 2 students that aren't dating, and they're, like, friends, and they're, like, making out, and, like, took a picture to send it to, like, the new Gossip Girl, which is one of the teachers, and I was like, "What is this? What am I watching?" I think that's when I turned it off. I was like, "This is ridiculous." Anyway, sorry, went off on a rant there for a second. Um, what's up, Rachel Hill? At least I started to like her character more in Buffy. Yeah. So when you first watch Buffy, well, first off, like sorry, spoilers for anybody, but I mean Buffy's been out since the 90s. So but when they introduced Dawn, which is this is the fifth season cover right here, you're like, what is happening? Because it's the 5th season and there's not mention of Buffy's an only child throughout the whole thing. So I'm not gonna get into details why it's some kind of mystical thing that happens. We'll just leave it at that. But they show her and the mom's like, "Buffy, take your sister with you." And they're like, "Mom." And they show them and I'm like, "What?" Like I seriously like had to go back. This was before like really deep diving into Google. I went back and just like skimmed through a bunch of different episodes. I'm like, how did I miss diehard Buffy fan here? How did I miss that she's got a sister? And I guess that was everyone did that. Like they couldn't go back when it was like, airing on TV. I had the DVD, so I was like looking through. I'm like, what? Who is this? So she's kind of forced on you, and that's why some people didn't like her, but just, for reasons she grows on you. It's like she didn't want to be put into existence and she had a tough life. So Yeah, yeah, it was a head trip. Yeah, that it got me. It got me real good. Like, I'm not even lying when I'm like, I had to go skim through. I'm like, what did I miss here? A2 over on Twitch. Hi. Love you too, A2. She's getting like when she gets older, but she's, season 5, they totally throw her in, they just make her like the bratty little sister. But thank you guys so much for watching over on Twitch too. I know I haven't been over there in a very long time. So I appreciate that. And obviously all my YouTube peoples. We got 93 people over here. What? Thank you. I'm so glad I brought Wicked's World back. I was very hesitant about it. I didn't want to stop it. But life gets busy and that's why I had to. And then once I had some time to bring it back, I'm like, should I? Like, is anyone even gonna watch? Hi, Eric. May, thank you for the 5. Wicked in Space when? You know what? It's funny you should mention that because apparently I went with all the side scroller girls and I don't even remember it. This was funny. I wasn't expecting to see this. It was yesterday. I was like, what? I was like just like scrolling through Twitter. I'm like, that's my face. I don't know who made this, but it looks really good. Blabs looks like she's just so happy to be there. She's like, yeah, I'm going to space. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second because what the heck? I was actually out with friends, um, and I picked up my phone. I had like a message I had to respond to because I try to stay off my phone when I'm out with people. Be respectful. But I had a message on Twitter that I had to respond to, and before I axed out the app, it popped up, and I was and it said something about Katy Perry in space, and I was like. Katy Perry went to space, and everyone just stops, looks at me, starts cracking up because they're like, yeah, like, well, I haven't been online, uh, for, the whole day, so it was just funny. I was not expecting Katy Perry to be going to space in my lifetime. Stephen H, no, there's literally photo proof right here. We went to space, and we had a great time. I'm a space alien. Who knows? I will not confirm nor deny that. And also, Mate gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much.
Groovy.
Thanks, Mate. What's up, Janky Kong? You're not empowered? No, not empowered. Not until I go to space. Before we get into that, like, I'm sorry, but this just popped up and I thought it was freaking hilarious. Uh, hmm. Cthulhu is alone. Hello over there on Twitch. Okay. So you know how Wendy's, their social media really likes to troll people and it's pretty funny. Well, apparently they trolled this situation. What's up, Trawa? So Wendy's has issued a statement after posting, "Can we send Katy Perry back to space?" But stops short of apologizing. I'm sorry, but they said it because they knew what they were doing. They do. We always bring a little spice to our socials, but Wendy's has a ton of respect for Katy Perry and her out of this world talent. Wendy's said to People magazine. Sources are calling on Wendy's to apologize. Who? I want to know what sources because I think it's funny that they said that because they're just kind of saying what everyone else is thinking. I don't actually dislike Katy Perry at all. Like I used to really like her music. I wouldn't say really, but during like, college days, everyone bumped Katy Perry back then. She's a little out there, but she's Hollywood, so, But I just think it's so funny, like, because the way they're portraying it, like she's this big hero, Wendy's definitely said what we were all thinking. Sources are calling on Wendy's to apologize, with someone telling People there was a billion-dollar brand using its platform to publicly demean a woman. Someone. Someone who? Did one person with, like, a not profile picture on Twitter send out a tweet saying, "You demeaned a woman"? Let's see what Variety had to say. Why not? So, oh, we're in 9 line right now. Look, it's like one big ad. Um, but I thought that we'll watch the video in a second. The pearl clutching, I know. I think it's funny that a 9 line ad popped up because I have my Easter shirt on. It's the Peeps, and they're all strapped with pew pews and stuff. I love this shirt. It was limited though, so I'm sorry. I don't think you can buy it again. So Wendy's has issued a statement to People Magazine, blah blah blah. Oh, there's nothing here. I thought they were gonna have the original tweet. All right. Well, nothing new. This probably is a picture that they used. I just think it's really funny that they decided to troll her. Like they should have kept it up. But yeah, I let's go and look at some of the little clips of them in space. What do we have here? That one that everybody where's the one that everyone's oh yeah, this one. The one girl, dude, who is this? Someone's gotta tell me who she is because she looks kind of hold on. She looks kind of how many things did I open? I'm not gonna play any sound because I don't know if there's music on some of these, so we'll just leave it up. Mocking the fake space girls, hold on. I'll make it big in 1 second. I'm a professional, I swear. Imagine wanting Wendy's to apologize. I know, right? Like, I'm never gonna buy a burger from you ever again. Wendy's has pretty good chicken. I'll get chicken from them. I like their nuggets. Um, what's up, Herds Chaos Maker? I have my caffeine and freedom Starbucks 9 line shirt on. Love some 9 line. Me too. I have a lot of 9 line. Like I have a whole bin. It doesn't even fit in my closet anymore. So I had to some of them are hanging up, some of them are in a bin. Uh I got mini A2 an Easter shirt that says chillin' with my peeps. Ah, that's cute. I want that shirt. I love peeps. Okay, so do we really need to hear the sound? No, it's fine. Mocking the fake space girls isn't going away or ending anytime soon. This uh oh yeah, it's music. Let me mute it. Like what they just went like literally into and like just right outside of yeah, right there. They never left the atmosphere. Old Prague is in the sky. Oh, this is a song. Okay, nobody cares. Uh, this is AI. Yeah, it is. Timu Space X. Oh my gosh, hold on. That's funny, but that's not the first one I wanted to share. There was the one where like the one girl, her face just like I don't know her name. You guys know who I'm talking about though, because people were making thumbnails with her face on it and just her on like everybody. Oh, is this it? This one might be it. No, it's not. How do see? I have way too many tabs open that I lost the one that I wanted to share. Here, I'll get it. Bookmarks. The flower thing. People got so mad about that. They're like, "Come on now." But girls do stuff like that. Like if I was there, I'd be like, I'd make a cupcake and just let it float. Try to eat it while it's floating. Like, "Girls, we're gonna do silly stuff if you let us do things like that, okay?" Not like that I'm standing up for her. I wouldn't say that I was like a hero or whatever they're saying. She's an astronaut. I saw a tweet that was like legit, that Katy Perry's an astronaut. I'm like, "Oh, yeah? Are you sure about that?" Here we go. I'll keep the volume off for you guys because all it is a bunch of screeching. Yeah, this girl, everybody listen, she shouldn't have gotten that much surgery, okay? But everybody that was talking about this took her face and just, like, put that, like, because gravity doesn't care if you've had plastic surgery, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Or no gravity, I should say, whatever, I don't know where they are. I don't know if they even went up, they're probably just, like, in a simulation, who knows? See, I'd be like that, but with a cupcake, like, "I baked this up here." So stupid. That's Jeff Bezos' girlfriend? Thank you, I did not know who that was. Okay. Thank you for the 50 pounds. Such a joke of a space trip. Trey has been higher than these women. Oh, no. You're not wrong, Ian. You're not wrong. What's up, Kairos? I remember you too. It's been so long. Trey just says yes. It's been a while. This is only my second time being on Twitch in the last uh like week, and before that it was like 2 years. But yeah, I'm on Twitch and YouTube right now. But yeah, that I think it's hilarious that that Wendy's roasted her like that. Shouldn't their hair be higher up? You would think so. All right, last little topic here on, let me make sure this doesn't have any sound. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay, no, it's not just Katy Perry. This is Trey on a Tuesday. Hold on. Just kidding, Trey. I mean, I know Trey doesn't actually care, but what is this? Yeah, yeah, that one. Sorry, I gotta make sure I share it properly because I use a different browser now, and it's like, when I was on Saucy, I shared the whole screen, like, entire screen like I normally do, and it shared all the audio. Okay, here we go.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust. And this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up
Hold
there.
on.
I couldn't recommend this
Training? How long do you guys think that they actually had to train for? I know this guy, I had to go back. I'm like, "Wait, did she really say that?" Uh, okay. Okay,
training,
Katie.
it's
Yeah,
the
learn
team,
how to
it's the
buckle our
whole thing.
seatbelt.
I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey, and then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure, and you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass. I love that the month of April, you're like, I'm going to space and I'm launching my tour.
It is the highest.
Okay, Katie. Oh, yeah, and, during that, I didn't have the sound on. Um, they they had, "Oh my goddess," 'cause I didn't wanna say, "Oh my god," like, "Oh my goddess." I'm like, "Okay, chill out." Ugh, it's just so funny, but you know what? There you go. She's going on tour, so she needed to do something. Basically, she's in love with herself, yeah. What actual training? What's up, Wiley? I know, no actual training, but on to, hold on. Something, I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. What articles were written on this? All right. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but given that Cobra Kai did a good job, there's like a little bit of faith, right? So I'm a big fan of Clueless. I don't think it needs to be continued. That's the one thing. Like, there was a lot that you could do with Cobra Kai as an example. Where's this brew? I know he's gonna pop up. I will check this out because I have Peacock, right? So Alicia Silverstone is set to reprise Cher Horowitz in a Clueless sequel series at Peacock. The show is currently in development. Exact plot details are being kept under wraps, aside from the fact the show will serve as a follow up to the cult classic film. John Schwartz and Stephanie Savage are attached to write along with Jordan Weiss. This is a wholly new Clueless series than the one that had been set up at Peacock in 2020, but ultimately did not go forward. That show, with a completely different creative team, was described as more of a mystery series in which Cher disappeared and focuses instead on her best friend, Dion. So that one, would they try to do like some kind of Pretty Little Liars or something with the first one? Probably a good idea that they scrapped that one. Um, but yeah, I was just gonna say this. Paul Rudd, he's probably not gonna be in this. He's way big now. You know what I mean? Like when this started, he was, still up and coming. I mean, maybe he might do some kind of cameo. I don't know. And Bethany, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Bethany. But we'll see. I would like it if Paul Rudd was in it, but what are they gonna do? Like, what kind of story can you tell? It was a coming of age story. They told their story. Same thing with Mean Girls. There was a Mean Girls 2, and I think that was like a straight to video type thing. No idea. Uh, and Mongoose just subscribed over on Kick. Thank you, Mongoose. Yeah, I was thinking her daughter, but it's like, what are they gonna do that's actually gonna be good? Is it gonna be I mean, I think Clueless still holds up, but it could just be because I grew up with that movie, but, I watch it and I like it still, so I think it holds up, but it told this story, and it's like, I look at it like this, the '80s had the Heathers, that was in the late '80s, right? '90s was Clueless, or also The Craft, that could be thrown in there too, but if you're going for just, like, popular girl, like, did I say Kick? Sorry, Twitch, thank you for subscribing over on Twitch. I'm gonna say that so much since I haven't been on Twitch in like 2 years. Um, so yeah, '80s Heathers, '90s you got Clueless, and then early 2000s Mean Girls. So it was a product of its time. So I don't know. I don't see it getting more than one season, and it might, but we'll see. I'll stay. I don't even wanna say I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Read more here, what do we got? Um, she still looks great. She probably didn't get a ton of surgery like a lot of these people, and Herschel's made a good point. Stacey Dash, who knows if she'll be in it? I guess we'll see. Yeah, I agree, Trey. Like, but with Cobra Kai, there was so much story you could still tell, right? It was a redemption story for Johnny, really. Uh, but I just don't know what they could do with Clueless. I feel like it was a one and done. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything extra here in this. Let's see. This would not be the first time Silverstone has reprised her role of Cher in the past few years. She played the beloved character in a Super Bowl ad in 2023 for Rakuten. The film helped propel Silverstone to movie stardom, with the actress going to star in features like Batman and Robin, Blast from the Past. Blast from the Past doesn't get enough love. I actually really like that movie with Brendan Fraser. Very good movie. If you've never seen it, I highly suggest it. It doesn't come up nearly enough when people talk about. I mean, Brendan Fraser's a bigger star than her. So, like, if you're listing like your favorite Brendan Fraser movie, that one I don't think it gets enough love. Beauty Shop, and her recent TV credits include American Horror Stories. When was she in that? I haven't watched that in a while, so probably one of the last few seasons, I'm guessing. The Babysitter's Club and American Woman. Among her upcoming projects are what? The Yorgos Lanthimos film, Bogonia, and the Acorn TV series. What's Acorn TV? What is that? Irish Blood. Silverstone is also a producer on the latter project. Okay. And also something that I find just insane, she got fat shamed apparently in Batman and Robin. Like, she wasn't even fat. Like, I wouldn't even say that she was, like, thick. Maybe, like, skinny thick, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's a thing, but you guys know what I mean. I can't believe because she wasn't I mean, I guess back then being just, like, bored skinny was what was popular, and she had a bit of a body. But anyways, yeah. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think that they're rebooting too much stuff, and they need to just let the past stay in the past. If you don't have a good story to tell, if you're not adding to the old story, just let it be. Like, Freakier Friday is gonna yeah, I don't know. I seen that in the article. That I don't know why they're redoing that. That looks like it's an entire just mess. Oh, it's a British, streaming service, thank you. The time of Kate Moss, the yeah. Did you see the Bring I Know What You Did Last Summer back? Yeah, actually, thanks for bringing that up, Trey, because I did want to talk about that. I'm not surprised that they're bringing it back. What do we got here? I'll pull up the People magazine article. I'm just surprised they took so long to redo it. They left. Get out of here. They left. Was it the second one? Is there 2 or 3? Trey will know. They left it on like a cliffhanger, but I mean they did that like 20 years ago. Yeah, so I Know What You Did Last Summer first look. The 90s are back with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Fresh Blood exclusive. Oh, wow, this is tiny. Sorry, guys. There we go. It's been many summers since Jennifer Love Hewitt last played Julie James, the good-hearted final girl who can't escape her past in the 1997 slasher I Know What You Did Last Summer. When did I Still Know What You Did Last Summer come out then? 2000? Yeah, I agree, Dan. I do think they've been rebooting too much stuff. Excuse me. This ad completely ruined where I was. People magazine. Get it together. What's up, Biggles? Yeah, there's 2 films. 98 was a sequel. Okay, so they did it right after. Okay, so revisiting one of her earliest and most iconic roles for the upcoming sequel, not a reboot. Okay. People say, look, just so you guys know, it's not a reboot, but see whatever. Was very nerve-wracking, the actress admits. I'll be super honest, I had total anxiety for 48 hours before filming because I was like, can I do this? Am I going to pull this off? It's a lot of pressure. She and Prince, 49. Hold on. No, she's 46. He's 49. Sorry. They filmed it with Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Phillippe. Yeah, they're all dead though. Spoiler alert. So they're both reprising their roles to shepherd a new generation of horror scream queens and kings. They also return for the sequel. Yeah, we know that. So I remember, if you guys want a memory refresher, they ended the second one, the sequel, where I mean, I should probably rewatch it to get a full like memory of that entire movie, but I remember it ending with they thought he was dead, they got rid of the guy, and then she gets like pulled under the bed and she's screaming. I'm pretty sure that's it. And that's how they end it, on like that cliffhanger. So it's like I don't know what they're gonna do with it. So the cast is phenomenal, hails Hewitt, who says it felt like passing a baton. It's for them to make it their own, and for me to stand by like a proud mom and say, it's yours now, take it and run and enjoy. Okay, is this a picture? Okay, yeah, so it's a sequel, but not a reboot, but this picture is giving me I Know What You Did Last Summer when they hit the guy. Like, they're rebooting it. So I thought that they were gonna continue from Julie's story. This is a reboot. It's the same thing that they're trying to do with Buffy. Like, people are like, "I wish they would stop calling it a reboot when it's this or that," but I think it's both because Sarah Michelle Gellar is returning as Buffy to continue the story, but they're also ushering in new, younger people to continue the story. So it's kind of a reboot/continuation, and I don't want either. Not from this and not from Buffy. This whatever. Like, I like the I Know What You Did Last Summer about Buffy. I don't want them to touch that. I'm not happy about that. Bickle says to just throw him in the water. Have you been hanging out with this Baru? He wants people to get thrown off roofs. You just want people thrown in the water. But yeah, okay, so it's probably gonna be trying to see if any of these younger actors look like they could be one of their kids. So a synopsis for the new film sets the stage for 5 friends inadvertently causing a deadly car accident. Gee, that sounds familiar, but it's not a reboot. Okay. I just love that they had to point out it's not a reboot. It sounds like a reboot. Call me crazy. And covering it up by making a pact to take the secret to their grave. Yeah, not a reboot. I guess it's just not. Doesn't sound at all like the first movie. I can't see this scene in the original though without Scary Movie when he's like, take it to our grave and he's like shaking. She's Cindy in that, right? Yeah, it's Cindy. Um, pretending there's a nuance between sequel and reboot is a new cope for rebooting old stuff. Exactly. Exactly. So a year later, someone seeks revenge while making it clear they know what they did last summer. So I think this is a new film. Okay. I find it hilarious that in this article they had to right up here, they're like, not a reboot. Sequel, not a reboot. I don't believe you. I still know you rebooted this franchise. Oh my gosh. What's up, Power K Greg? How are you? Yes, it's good to be back here and just kind of chill and talk with everybody again. At least Halloween 2018 was a new movie, yeah. It's gonna be they find out what happened 20 years ago and seek out her help. Been done before. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm not even gonna say probably. That sounds like exactly what they're gonna do. Um, I'm sorry to hear that, Greg. Everybody send some prayers over to Power Keg Greg over there. Hey, man, things will get better. So Wonders 28 says the film gets scary, sexy, and campy as it leans into how young people are interacting with each other in the world today in the smartest and most satisfying way. This sounds like a CW production. When you get a group of young actors together, it can be a recipe for disaster oftentimes, but everyone in this cast just brought it to the nth degree. We all got along so well. The chemistry between us is so fun and natural and seamless. The cast did game nights, bar crawls, and attended concerts together between filming on location in Australia, she adds. So cute. So, all right, to end it, they say it is not a serious movie. It is a really fun popcorn summer event, Robinson says. She warns, though, the horror elements are ratcheted up to 100 in this. It's much more brutal. Hmm. So I can agree, especially after the scary movies came out, making fun of these type of movies. But when this first came out, it was scary. The first one, like guy chasing you with a hook, like like 90s horror. Okay, same with like urban legends, the Scream movies. Scream like was scary when it first came out. So I don't know why they're rebooting this. They're just trying to find a summer movie. Maybe I should go see it. Guys, let me know if I should go see it and review it for you. I will do that just for you guys. $5. I'm just kidding. Valentine with David Boreanaz. You know, that is underrated. I watched that around Halloween time this year. I was gonna do like a video of like 5 underrated horror class, like I don't know if I guess that could be considered a classic. It came out like I don't know, it came out in the early 2000s. Yeah, Scream didn't need 6 sequels. I think the first and the second definitely were good. 4 it did for me, Trey. I didn't watch past 4. That was the one with Hayden Panettiere, right? Um, that's the last one I watched. Zen says, "Fair enough. If you admit that it's not meant to be a serious movie, I can get behind that, but call it a reboot." Exactly. It seems like they're trying to cover their tracks, right? Like, if people hate it, they're like, "Well, we didn't say it was gonna be a serious movie, but it is a reboot." Was 5 the one where they, like, killed a bunch of YouTubers in Scream? I remember hearing about that. No more scary than your mom chasing you with a wooden spoon. Now that's scary. Everybody probably has memories of that. My mom never chased me with a wooden spoon, though. I was a good kid. Um, all right, let's see. Got a couple things to bring up here. Uh, ooh, you know what? We'll save that one. Ian so forth for 50 pounds. Hold on. Let me find something fun. Here you go.
You're trying to get out of my cave, Doctor.
A girl can't live by psychoses alone.
The car, right? Chicks love the car.
Ah, Val. I gotta get you know what? I should have put the Daisy clip up next time. I'll have it up for next week. Thank you for the 50 pounds, Ian. I keep getting chastised by people for calling the new Naked Gun film a reboot because apparently it's a sequel. How is it a sequel? How? How? He's like shaking us. He's shaking us. Chat. How? Listen, people get so mad. Like I had people in like when I was talking about Buffy saying like stop calling it a reboot. I'm like that is what they're calling it. Okay, I don't want it. Continuation, reboot. I don't want it at all. So I'm just gonna call it whatever I want and leave me alone because I'm upset about it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not upset. We still have the classic Buffy, but it's gonna be it's gonna be so awful. I just know it. Don't call it a comeback. Yes. What's up, Highlander? Okay, let's get some of the silly stuff out of the way, which gets the internet. A lot of it's silly. Let's get this. So, what are your guys' thoughts? I think this is so stupid, and that people are just extremely fragile. I remember hearing something about this like a couple years ago. Um, but Home Alone 2 director Chris Columbus says he wants Donald Trump's cameo removed. I just wish it was gone. I can't cut it. If I cut it, I'll probably be sent out of the country. That's a little drastic. I don't think you'll be sent out of the country for cutting him out of a 15-second movie, but it will make you look soft. That's my input on it. I think it's so silly. Like, yeah, filmed it in his hotel. What year was this? Long time ago, 90s. Just yes, it's a wimp move. Like, just leave it be, okay? Like, and I would feel this way no matter who was in there, right? If they had like Obama, they had Biden, they'd be like, oh, but they wouldn't say that, right? Uh, just to be clear on that. But it's just so silly. Like, just calm down. I know it's like 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds. 92. Okay. Yeah. It's yeah, he's just talking crap. It's like just so you know, I don't like you. Okay, thanks for the input, Chris. I still love this movie. And I like quite a few Chris Columbus. I can't look at it and not say Christopher when I see Columbus. Chris Columbus. You think he got bullied in school for that? Probably. You know, kids were like singing the Christopher Columbus song to him. Exactly. It's a virtue signal. It's a B word move, to be honest. You're right. What's up, Jerry? I prefer it over one. You like two. You know what? You're not the first person to say that, Trey. I know a few people that actually prefer Lost in New York over um the original Home Alone, but I love the original Home Alone. It's they're both good. I watched both of them. They're both a must watch for me around Christmas time. Asking if you discovered I know. You know kids. You know kids. They're brutal. So he probably got bullied. Maybe he got bullied by someone named Don. Never was able to let it go. If Columbus was sent out of the country, he'd only end up sailing back by mistake. Oh, very good point, Christian Rocker. Also, hello. I don't know if I yelled, hi, Christian Rocker, when you came in. Um, Never watched 4. I don't think I watched 4 either. What's up, Greg, over on Twitch? Kids are cruel. You know, as an adult, walking by like a group of high schoolers and middle schoolers, I'm like, make sure I look okay because I'm about to get bullied. Because they don't care. They have no chill. I heard 4 was really bad. I don't even remember who was in 4. I didn't hate 3. They had what's his name? That little boy that was in like a bunch of the 90s movies. He was also in Liar Liar. What was his name? I didn't mind it though. Obviously 3 was nowhere near as good as 1 or 2. But I remember watching it and like when it was out and I didn't mind it, but I was a kid. It's definitely not rewatchable now. I don't watch it anymore. It's not on the list. Bring back dangerous toys and nature will sort out the stupid Ezra. They made 5 Home Alone movies, really? So there's 5 of them. Oh yeah, didn't one just come out like kind of recently-ish? Hmm. That was your first time chatting over there on Twitch. Thank you, Greg. Hey, look, I'm getting it right. I haven't said kick yet. I'm gonna mix them up. I did the same thing when I was like, I do still like Game Over on Kick, but when I first started, I had said Twitch a bunch. Well, ignore my super chat. I didn't ignore your super chat. I think it was on Disney Plus only, the 5th one. All right, Chaos Maker, thank you for the 2 just to support the stream. Thank you. I appreciate your hair. You know what? Let's do. Can't see my thumbs there. I'm trying to do it. I used to have it set up to where I could go like that and you would see it. Bring back lawn darts. Yeah, I know. And she's like, just another reason not to get Disney Plus. Yeah. I got rid of Disney Plus like 4 months after it launched. I got it right away. I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to watch Gargoyles and all the stuff I used to like. And then they didn't put Susie Q on there. And I was like, garbage. I really was upset about that, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they wouldn't just put all their like if you're gonna do a streaming service, put all your originals, like the Disney Channel original movies. Yeah, it got boring quick, Trey. Exactly. Does anybody here? You get a cookie if you remember the movie Susie Q. Anybody? Crickets. Here, I'm sorry. I'm pulling up a thing for you guys to see. It's with Amy Jo Johnson. Here. See, this is why I like Wicked's World, because I could digress without Disprue yelling at me. Like, I don't care. Yep, Amy Jo Johnson. I loved her outfit, and I wanted to wear that, just the Converse with the cute pink dress. Loved it. What's up, Boss Hog? Hi, Gravy. They have Alias. Alias on Disney Plus. Didn't know that. Thank you, Hokies, for dropping the History of Pirates link. I'm not sure if we're having an episode tomorrow because it's it's Easter weekend and I'm not sure what's going on, but just stay tuned to socials for that. Same with Saucy on Saturday. We may be doing an earlier episode, but I told them just to, let me know because they're both Disprue and X-Ray are both in Vegas right now, so there's a time change. There's a lot going on, so I'm like, you know what? It's Easter weekend, and if if we have to skip a Saucy, we will, because Easter. But if not, we'll do it earlier. Just pay attention to Twitter and my community section. I'll make sure I put it in the community section on YouTube if we do have to cancel. But I think as of right now, it's just going to be earlier. Joker Mazza for 5. These are getting the way that Mazza's face fits on so many random things that you would never even think of. It baffles me. Oi, Wicked Ba, can you help me find my missing 3-legged dog? His name is Hot Dog, and someone said they saw Mike in the area. He ate my hamster pumpkin. Oh no, I will have a talk with Mike. Don't worry. Disprue keeps coming back. Keep him this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is Pirate Week, but I'm not sure if there is gonna. I think that I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. We should know by tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure we're skipping. So we'll see. And Duppy, thank you for being a member for 14 months. This is my second longest relationship. Thank you, Duppy. Oh no. And thank you, for the 5 gifted memberships. What do we got here? Let's do some Buffy.
If the apocalypse comes, beat me.
I'm gonna get some new clips. If there's no pirate stream tomorrow, which I don't think there is because Jay hasn't been feeling well, and I think some people are gonna be traveling and everything. So we'll see. But this week I think I'll get some new clips. All right. What do we have here to talk about that I want to bring up? Should we watch? All right, so if you're watching this back, let me listen because last week on Saucy, or not last week, the one that me and Disprue did solo. So if for some reason the stream ends up taken down, just wait, and that means I have to edit it, because frickin' last week, 2 weeks ago, when me and Disprue watched the Thunderbolts trailer, it blocked the stream because of 2 seconds of a song. 2 seconds. That's it. Dumb. So if you're catching this live, you get to see it. But if you're watching back and it's gone, that means I had to edit it out because stupid. That's why. Actually, you should probably stay up. It'll most likely stay up on Twitch. Just saying. So there you go. Let's see, tabs, new trailer. Here we go. So I haven't watched it yet. So I'm gonna put my headphones on and watch it with you guys. Yeah, it only took like it actually edited pretty quick, but I got the notification. I was like, "What the heck?" And I had to just go through edit that. It was. I'm not even joking when I say it was 2 seconds of a song. I thought same. I thought the threshold was 10 too. It wasn't even 10 seconds. So I looked at the time and I was like, "What the heck?" Very silly. But here, let's. Johnny Storm is gay now. Is he really? Oh well, they said yes. I read that article. Okay, so here is. I'll pause it a little bit. I don't think I'll get in trouble for this, but this is kind of a long trailer, so let's just skim through it a little.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
I love how the chat's just roasting Vanessa Kirby right now.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking?
Yeah, I do think that Jessica Alba was definitely better. Just saying.
Okay. That is fantastic. You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You're late? I just said that. Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Jacob says both are hot, so I don't care.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Isn't... Hold on.
It's my fault.
Isn't Silver... So I'm not very savvy on the Fantastic Four lore, but isn't Silver Surfer supposed to be a dude?
I stretched the bounds of space.
And they hurt.
Are we safe? I don't know.
I am sick to death of Pedro Pascal. Just gonna throw that out there. Like, what the heck?
There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to stop it.
We
Let's
will
show it
fight
again.
it together. As a family.
Yeah, that CGI does not look great. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Because I have a side of the one from the 90s, early 2000s.
Has to be us.
We will protect you.
Strong Karen. So, I don't know. Oh, there's a little bit more. Hold on. Let's go back. July 25th. Mm. So I'm gonna pull up right now a side by side of the 2005 Silver Surfer, which okay, I thought it was a guy. Thought he was supposed to be a dude. Also Mazza Wise, Mazza Wise instead of Pennywise. The crippled clown with $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. There's a lot of clown Mazzas in the chat today. Yeah, so here's a side by side. Like, what? This looks like it was taken on like a BlackBerry camera. And then this was, it had potential. They made bad choices. So the one thing that I disagreed with was what's his name? Hold on. I forgot the actor that's playing him. I don't think it really matters. Was it Galactus? What's his name that's playing him? No, not Galactus. It's Ben Grimm, but who's playing it? It doesn't matter. Ben Grimm. I thought that he looked good, even though people were tearing that apart because he looks like the pictures from the comics. But this, I don't understand how it looks so bad. Why did they make it? Why did they make the Silver Surfer a female? Like what? Just why? Yeah, I'm sick of Pedro Pascal and everything. Yeah, agree. They almost gave her boobs. Yeah, it doesn't. It looks kind of weird. But yeah, this people have been talking about this for a while. Uh, graphics like CGI from the early 90s looks way better than it does in most movies now, which make that make sense. We should be getting better uh as the years go on, not worse. It's just laziness. I mean, think of, I know they used animatronics in like Jurassic Park, for example, but there was CGI done in that movie that was better than what we get now. It looked real. I don't Picasso says I want wicked virtue and everything. Okay. Sign me up. Johnny Silver. Yeah, the Jurassic Park dinos still look good. That's what I mean. It still holds up now. So yeah, this looks awful. I don't know if I'll see it. Disparu and X-Ray always. I mean, they have to see it for F&T, right? So they see everything that I don't see, and I'm just like, oh, just talk about it. So some of this stuff, maybe I'll go see. Just to review it because I don't really get to the movies much. I don't want the movies to die, but we get such crap these days. It's there's not much you can really do. Yeah, here's if you just want to. We just watched it, but it's kind of more of a focused on Julia. Who's Julia Garner, anyways? Trey says I'm definitely skipping it. Yeah, it's laziness, absolutely. Who's Julia Garner? I don't know who that is. I still don't know who she is. Found pictures. She looks kind of familiar. It's a glare. You see random glares because the sun is setting in my window. So I thought there was like dust on my mic, but it's the sun. But yeah, there we go. They could have made this so cool. I love period pieces. So if they really make Johnny gay, that's kind of silly. Because if you want to do something original and different and modern, make it an original, different, modern movie, maybe. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Oh yeah, this is it. So I'll go see Superman. This is what I wanted to ask you guys in the chat. Do ones for Superman, two for Fantastic Four, and I'm probably just gonna get like a bunch of zeros. I don't think anybody's excited, but which movie are you more excited for, Superman or Fantastic Four? Now, I wouldn't say that I'm excited for Superman, but I actually am okay with going to see it. It might be a different take. How about this? We'll say if you had to choose one to go see, which one are you gonna go see? I don't know if I'm gonna go see the Fantastic Four. I am gonna go see Superman. It's kind of up in the air about Fantastic Four. If I have friends that are going, maybe. But Superman, I will, because I feel like if anything, maybe that the experience of seeing that in the theater might be better. I don't know. Superman 1978. I don't disagree with you there, Jim. Something just popped up. Superman, if I had to choose, yeah. I was just curious. I kind of figured that it was going to be everyone was going to be like none or Superman. I don't think anybody actually wants to see. Can I spend the money on a good burger instead? Of course. They'll come to streaming pretty fast. Like Superman, let's see, that comes out in July. I'm guessing by the fall, around like Halloween time, it'll probably be on HBO Max. Just my guess. And then obviously Trey, obviously Fantastic Four will go right to Disney Plus. Probably like wait, that one's July. Which are they both July actually? That'd be if they go up against each other, that'd be funny. Um see the release date. They are both July. So Superman releases July 11th. And then Fantastic Four, did that just say the 25th or something? July 25th. Okay. So they're a couple weeks apart. Let's see the Battle of the Superheroes. This one I should save just for Saucy, but you know what? We'll talk about it now too, just because I think it's funny. I'll definitely bring it up for Disparu to talk about. What are your guys' thoughts on this? The UK Supreme Court just ruled that law defines women as people born biologically female. That is a huge win for men, women, and the sanity in the UK and the West. What are your guys' thoughts on this one? Let me make sure this is muted. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that I know I hate this has to be a law. I'm surprised that this happened in the UK like first. People were like, this is a rare win for the UK. So I'll save, the talking about this for Saucy a bit more. I just thought I'd bring it up since it's new. Actually, I'm not I wouldn't say I'm like I'm not a JK Rowling fan. Rowling, however you pronounce her name. Dan said, imagine being in a coma for 30 years and you wake up to this news and see that. True though. But I agree with her on like that. Well, she's a feminist though, so yeah. But the picture, let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, she posted a picture celebrating smoking a cigar and having a drink. To those celebrating the fact that I'm smoking a blunt, it's a cigar. Even if I decided to identify it as a blunt for the purpose of the celebration, it would remain objectively, provably, demonstratively a cigar. That's kind of funny. You guys know I'm not like into Harry Potter or anything, but I thought this was pretty funny. The comments are funny, but I'm not going to scroll down because I don't know what's on them now. You got to be careful scrolling on X. And Trace said respective words. Superman should also have Ana de Armas as Wonder Woman. Oh, I could see that. Wiley says, Wicked, who is your favorite Power Ranger bad guy? Probably Ivan Ooze. I had to go with that. I liked the Power Rangers movie back in the day. I feel like watching it now, it's goofy, but you can still get a good giggle out of it. Chaos Maker for 2. Thank you. Why do we need a court to tell us what a woman is? I don't know, Chaos Maker. I don't. It's unfortunate, but I guess we do. So, speaking of another dumb thing, I don't know why they're beating these franchises to death. And I talked about this in the first book it's rolled back, that stories just need to die. I talked about it in the Buffy video too. But I'm not saying the King Kong story needs to die, but they're really just beating it to death. King Kong live action series is still in the works at Disney Plus. Still, I didn't even know that it was in the works. What's up, Captain Salty, Daniel, Adam, Jacob? Rachel Hill says unprecedented times in the UK, unfortunately. Why is Godzilla matters? Yeah. I mean, -1. Aren't they making a sequel to -1? I thought I could have sworn I heard something about that. Yeah, I know, and that too, live action series, 99.9% CGI. Power Rangers movie was actually decent. Yeah, the first, so it's kind of funny. The first one that had it was Mighty Morphin, and then the second one was what, like Turbo or something? The CGI in that, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look up the CGI in Power Rangers Turbo and you're gonna get a good laugh. But the first one was actually pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. King Kong live action series. Yeah, Godzilla -1 was fantastic. Ooh. Let me see. So yeah, there's that. Wait, let me see the original Power Rangers movie. I think that came out in 96. And then Turbo came out, I don't know when, but that one, I just find it funny that they oh, it was 95 that the first one came out. That the one from 95, like, the first one they did was so much better than the second one. I thought the ninja suits were cool. This one here. I thought the ninja suits were cool. Yeah. I think David Yost still has his. He talked about how, like, Jason David Frank, like, kinda, pushed him to, like, take it. He's like, "Just take it." I don't know if it was that one, but, he did, like, in one of his Q&As, he talked about that, and it was kinda funny. And then Turbo came out. I probably just digressed topics and, yeah. Oh my gosh, remember this guy from Turbo? Oh, I forgot about him. I forgot his name. Because at this point, I didn't really watch, like, the actual show much. I stopped watching after Mighty Morphin, but I did see this movie when it came out. Bad Kimberly, her and Jason. But yeah, the the CGI in this movie is what is that? I forgot his name. This one came out in 97. Okay, so this was 2 years after. Hmm. Okay, sorry. There we go. Giant nightmare fuel. Sorry, guys. My bad. Now you guys know what goes on in my mind. That's what Wicked's World is, really. We talk about topics, and then when I digress, I just take you guys with me on an adventure. Is that thing stone? Probably C and D. Oh. Largot, the alien wizard. Thank you, Chris Nicholson. Those dark crystal characters aged poorly. What's up, Corey? What's this? So, about the 9-line ads I'm okay with it. Just keep popping up. What's up, Faithful Geek? MTB Steve. So, Andrew Koji and Noah Centineo are in talks to join Street Fighter. Let's see. Legendary Pictures, let me zoom in. That's very tiny. Sorry, guys. Legendary Pictures Street Fighter is circling its first cast members. Andrew, is that him? Which is which? Probably him. I don't know. He was in, like, some kind of something. I don't remember. I think I just remember seeing previews, maybe something on Netflix, my guess. Yeah, we've now entered the rabbit hole of Wicked's mind. Sorry, don't get lost in there, guys. I can't help you. Um, so, Ryu and Ken Koji's in talks to portray Ryu, the titular martial artist of the Street Fighter franchise, who dedicated his life to mastering the art of Anasuken through any fight he can by traveling the world. Okay, so is this it? I thought this was going to be more. Let's see. Street Fighter is set to be directed by Kiyato Sakari, Bad Trip, and the latest draft was written by Dallin Moosin, Captain America Brave New World. That's not good. That takes away any little bit of excitement I may have had about this. What's up, Holocron? Well, that's not a good sign. Danny and Michael Filipu were originally attached to direct the film before falling off. Legendary Pictures is developing the film with Capcom, and the film is set to be released by Sony Pictures. The film was recently removed by Sony's from Sony's release schedule and is currently undated. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I guess we'll see. I like Street Fighter, but I don't know if I need a movie. I have a nostalgia for Street Fighter. It was the first game I ever played on the Super Nintendo. Trey says DOA. Yeah, they're just running out of ideas. That's it. Yeah, exactly. We don't need a woke Street Fighter movie. Like, if you're gonna give me a Street Fighters movie, make it as campy 80s vibe as you can. Like, I want to feel like I'm watching a movie that was made in the 80s. That's what I want. I take an animated. They haven't done anything Tekken, have they? Like, is there any animated movies or anything? Oh my gosh, sorry, the sun is in my eye. It's setting. You want to know some pretty good fighter game movies that have come out kind of recently? The Mortal Kombat movies on HBO Max are actually pretty good. They tell Scorpion story, Sub-Zero. If you haven't watched those, give it a look. I'm glad Trey's in here actually, because I wanted to ask about this movie, and I figured he sees a lot of movies, so he might have seen this. But C&D designed for 2. Thank you. Disney is the devil. That's all. Hail Wicked. And I definitely read that in my head as Ricky Bobby's mom. Disney is the devil. Thank you, C&D. Chris Nicholson for 10. Apparently, Jason David Frank stole everything that wasn't glued down. For years afterwards, the cast got no souvenirs since everything was kept secure. Also, Catherine from Turbo was my first crush. Yeah, she was the second. I mean, actually, she was technically for like an episode, the Pink Ranger for Mighty Morphin as well. She's very nice, actually. She comes off as a very sweet person. She gets attacked by weird fans, which I find this so odd. Because first off, this is a show from the 90s that was made for kids. So adults attacking her because Tommy and Kimberly were supposed to end up together and he ended up with Kat. Like, I'm not even joking. I fell down a rabbit hole once of this and watching comments that were towards her. And I'm like, what the heck are these grown adults mad about a kid's show for? But that's the internet. So weird. Yeah, cringe, Trey. Extremely. Why attack any TV personality? Exactly. But not just that. It was a kids show. And these are adults 30 years later mad that the writers, well, actually, Amy Jo Johnson left the show. So they brought somebody else in. And I don't know, Catherine Sutherland just seems extremely sweet. Yeah, people are freaking weird. That's exactly. So I want to know if anybody in here has seen this movie. I watched one tiny review on it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to see it. It's called Sinners. It's got Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld. The trailer seemed pretty cool, but I was kind of iffy about it. I figured if anybody in the chat saw it, probably Trey, but maybe not. It might have just came out and he didn't see it yet. But I heard that it was really good. It's without spoiling it for anybody, it's like a vampire movie. But apparently it's done very well. So I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. Oh, really? Trey says that interesting way when I hear that racism is part of the story. Is this like a period piece though? Like if this was set back during that time, it would make sense. You know what I mean? Like, watching the trailer, the way they talk and the way they dress, I feel like this is set You know what? I can look it up real quick. What time is be set in? (1932). Okay. So the movie Sinners is set in 1932. Specifically, it takes place in and around Clarksdale, Mississippi, in the Mississippi Delta. The story, so it's the South. The story unfolds over one long day and night in a small rural town. Okay. Trey's like, just give me vampires. Haley Steinfeld is a reboot of Seinfeld. No, it's Steinfeld with a D. Uh, Jeremy Johns, that's the one I seen. But yeah, I might see it. Yeah, no. I'll probably see it. I don't know if I'm gonna probably not in the theaters. I'll wait for it to. This seems like it'll probably be on HBO Max, or if not, there's always Prime. Yeah, I heard the same, Captain Salty. And it says right here that Ryan Coogler's Sinners is one of the only movies ever to get a near perfect certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes with 99%. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. I actually do. I like Michael B. Jordan. I loved the Creed movies. I think he's a good actor. So we'll see. I'll see it when it goes to streaming, most likely, unless I happen to be out and I need something to do, and there's it's playing. But unfortunately for me, the closest theater to me is like 30 minutes away, so I don't get to the theater much. But there's not a lot that comes out that I want to see, so I only make the trip if it's something good. Which what's the last movie I went to go see? I don't remember. Deadpool? Was Deadpool and Wolverine the last one I went to go see? I think so. Trying to see if I missed anything here that I wanted to cover. Oh yeah, you know what? Oops, I forgot to pull this up. Is there an article? Yes, there is. Hold on, we got a couple more things. I had so many things pulled up, but that's because Snow White. I didn't go see Snow White. I feel like I did because all of my friends on YouTube and just everyone's been talking about it. But I told everyone, I'm like, please spoil it for me. I don't care. Just tell me. Oh, an update. Actually, let's talk about this. An update from last week's episode about Mickey Rourke when we accidentally who if you're in the chat, tell me. What's up, Lark? Somebody said that what's her name? Bella Ramsey? Is that her name? I think so. From Last of Us, that she kind of looked like JoJo Siwa. So I decided to look it up to do a comparison for the chat. And then we fell down that little rabbit hole of her and Mickey Rourke having beef. And I was like, what? So we have an update on that. Let me just scroll through my bookmarks. I have way too many. Oh yeah, we also have the stupid Rose Tico crap that we could talk about, because why not? Okay. Oh yeah, nobody wants to see that. Why'd I even bookmark that? Uh just talking to myself. Okay, here we go. Got my stuff. So let's do the update on the Mickey Rourke stuff. So we played, I played it on the stream last week, and I didn't play it on Saucy because X-Ray and Disbrew were afraid that I would get like clipped for it, but it's okay. What's up, Blue Eyed Scorpio? All he wanted was a smoke. Oh yeah, he's had a lot of plastic surgery. Lot. So I've heard that he's not super nice, whatever. Like, he's old Hollywood, he's older. So Mickey Rourke says he's ashamed after getting booted from Celebrity Big Brother. So because of his comments, which, listen, this is Celebrity Big Brother is in the UK, so things are different over there. But back in the day, people would go just, I don't know, just dropping, homophobic slurs, even though he was joking, would not get you kicked off. And yeah, Mickey does not care, but he got kicked off. And I don't know if he actually said this. I feel like maybe his publicist said this. But he said he's ashamed after getting booted from Celebrity Big Brother due to inappropriate language and unacceptable behavior. I lost my temper and I've been trying to work on it my whole life. And I wish I would have better self-control. And I'm very sorry. I'm ashamed of myself for losing it for a few seconds there. I blame myself. I know it was bad. I've got a short fuse. I know I upset a lot of people out there. I'm sorry for that. Well, actually ashamed of myself for getting that hot. I went over the line, I did wrong. I guess I could say I'm a work in progress. And why is he dressed like that? First of all, Mickey. But I just noticed the chat's like, what is he wearing? My bad. Yeah. Yeah, who dressed him like that? That is what a British call it a sig. What is a big deal? But also, when have you heard someone call a lesbian that? First off, so a lesbian getting upset over that, like, okay, humiliation ritual. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He does look like a grandma. But there, you know what? That's the end of the saga. I thought I would let you guys know what happened. He got booted for it. He's channeling Mrs. Doubtfire. Holy crap, he is. What else do we have here? Let's so I know not everyone's a big fan of Johnny Depp these days, especially after the whole Amber Heard stuff. People got sick to death of hearing about it. But he's returning to Hollywood. He used to be Google it, Trey. Johnny Depp returns to Hollywood as Day Drinker starts filming. Lionsgate drops first look at a thriller co-starring Penelope Cruz and Madeline Klein. Well, I'm happy to see him back. Say what you want about him as a person, but I think Johnny Depp is a phenomenal actor. Great method actor, and he's put out some fantastic movies. So it's good to see him getting back out there. Is it going to be good? Don't know, but I'll probably go see it. So Lionsgate has started production on Day Drinker, sharing a first look image at Johnny Depp as he makes his return to Hollywood following high-profile legal battles with ex-wife Amber Heard. The film from 500 Days of Summer and Snow White director, you lost me with that. It's the Snow White director? He reteams Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz for a fourth time after previous collaborations on Blow, one of Johnny Depp's best movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides, and Murder on the Orient Express. Madeline Klein also stars in the film. Manu Rios, Aaron Piper, Juan Diego Boto, Anika Boyle round out the cast. Oh, that really makes me sad that it's the frickin' Snow White director. Day Drinker tells the story of a private yacht bartender, Klein, who encounters a mysterious onboard guest, Depp. They soon find themselves entangled with a criminal figure, Cruz, and connected in ways no one saw coming. Okay. Not super interesting, but the film, which begins production in Spain, is produced by Thunder Road's Basil Iwank and Erica Lee, who produced the John Wick franchise for Lionsgate. Okay, that gives me a little bit of hope. I'm still not feeling the director, though, who, let's see. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Adam Kolbrenner produced The Tomorrow War, Free Guy and Prisoners, and Zach Dean, who also wrote the original screenplay. Kolbrenner and Dean's film, The Gorge, never saw that, was recently released by Apple TV / Skydance. Day Drinker is executive produced by 30 West Lionsgate. Will present Day Drinker in association. Okay, that's enough. So that's it. What do you guys think? It might be good. I mean, Johnny Depp has had more hits than misses, but the Snow White director, Free Guy, was kind of mid though. That was the one with what's up, Iris? That was the one with Ryan Reynolds, right? Where he was the NPC that broke free. The Gorge is a stupid premise. Good for him getting another payday. Yeah. Listen, I have always been a big Johnny Depp fan. So I love seeing him back out there. I hope it's good. This I probably would go see. Yeah, his cancellation was, I agree, was unfair. I know, like, Hollywood just sucks in general, and he said some things personally that I don't agree with. Maybe the Snow White director's due for a win. Way to stay positive, Shane. I'll go see it because it's Johnny Depp. They've gotten me with that before. He's at least starring in this. Into the Woods made me so mad because I went to go see it because Johnny Depp literally was the only reason I went to go see Into the Woods. And if you remember, he was in it for like 3 minutes. They had him on the posters, like he was going to be in the movie. And I'm sitting there, and when he's not in it anymore, I was like, are you kidding me? There's still like an hour and a half of this movie, and Johnny Depp's not going to be in it. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. And then this I thought was funny that Vara tweeted out. Again, people just being soft and crying about dumb stuff. So love or hate J.K. Rowling opinions. Demanding she abandons her creation is pretty pathetic. Without her, Harry Potter would not exist. Agreed. So, is this all? What is the date? When did I bookmark this? Oh, it was just a couple days ago. Okay. So, is this all because she's celebrating the women's rights thing? The Harry Potter series has some great casting. If they could only rid the series of J.K. Rowling. Oh, so it's journalists. Okay. Pathetic. It's very pathetic. She's also why is Snape black? Did she say that, Trey? Did she say something about Snape? Really though, why? Why didn't they put Adam Driver? Like, come on. I know, not sure Snape was. They probably put that because of that, because everybody's not happy about the Snape casting. Listen, you guys know I'm not a Harry Potter person. I don't hate it, but I never got into it. If I have a question, I just ask Blabs. um, so yeah, he was in Into the Woods. Look it up. He was in the promotions, posters, and all that. Let's be real, she definitely had a say in it. You think so? I've seen a couple like no name, and when I say no name, I don't mean like I've said that before about actors that people like, and they're like they've been in this, they've been in that, and I'm like I just mean they're not like big A-listers that that you see them and you instantly recognize them. So, anyways, I've seen a couple of people like that, like lower level people that they put like dressed as Snape, and I'm like that guy looks like a younger Snape, or I John Lithgow. I think that like look wise, because again, I don't know the characters, and he's a good actor. They cast him as Dumbledore, right? I think look wise, it's good, but if they want to continue the franchise, they probably should have went a little bit younger. Because John Lithgow, man, how old is he now? He's up there. What's up, Gnomeski? Ira says Ryan knows it hardcore too. Yeah, I think Blabs did like a Harry Potter stream with him a while ago. And she had a blast because Blabs, you invite her on and ask to talk Harry Potter, she's gonna. Yeah. Well, I just thought that was funny. People are so fragile these days. It's actually pretty sad. Let me make sure I didn't wow, hold on real quick. I'm gonna pull up this post that Anna just posted. A cosplay versus high budget CGI. Look at this. Wow. Surprised Pedro wasn't cast as Snape. Yeah. Trace's Harry Potter's kind of mid. What's up, Derek? How you doing? This will be the last thing Let's Go does, probably. Have I talked about the Fantastic Four trailer? Yes, we did. We watched it. That was my first time watching the second one. Second or third one. How many trailers have they released? The new one. That's a really cool cosplay. We've seen it with Snow White too, though. We've seen cosplayers doing a way better job looking like Snow White than they did for Rachel Zegler, and I don't get it. I was just on Pro's stream earlier, talking about the Bob Iger, whatever, that they built in New York. It's a a business, whatever. I guess it's something that they needed for the execs and office people at Disney. and they spent like a lot of money on that. And I'm like, why are they spending so much money on building buildings when they should be putting that money into just, I don't know, maybe make it a good film. Get back into the animation side of it. Make a nice new original um animated movie, cuz Disney, hello. You know what I think? And it's really sad. I think that they are going to completely remove Walt, the Avengers Tower. Yeah, that's probably what they think they built. Like, Trump has a tower here? No, I want a tower. I don't know. Just a thought. Um, but I think that they're eventually gonna completely just remove Walt. Like, I don't be surprised in if 10 years, maybe even less, that his statues are taken down from the parks and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's a shame. The person that built it up. And you know what? Real quick, while we're talking about Disney, I wanted to pull this up because I thought this was so funny. Or I wouldn't say funny, but that apparently Star Wars tweeted out, "Welcome to the rebellion. We're here in Hollywood at the Andor season 2 celebration event. Follow along." Sounds familiar. So I think there's been like some. I'm pretty sure that the first time, like, people have probably said it before, but it had a big impact when Gina did the interview with Ben Shapiro, and she was talking about, it was a push for independent creators. And she said, "Welcome to the rebellion," talking about people writing books and just indie people. So it's pretty funny that they did that during, she's got the lawsuit going on with them. She says, "Catchy phrase. Do you think they were all sitting in the writer's room thinking, okay, I've got it. It's super original, just spitballing here, but how about we make our main catchphrase, welcome to the rebellion?" And then I love that she plugged Jay's stuff. Also, you can get your shirts at this link. They've been out for 4 years now. I got the shirt and the sweater. But yeah, she posted this from 2021. This is just the beginning. Welcome to the rebellion. So hold on. Let me stop. Oh yeah. And then I put. I don't usually pay attention to stuff like this, but I'm like, it was also her birthday yesterday, so I posted when I got that shirt. Everyone was just like kind of flooding her comments, I think, with pictures of it. But yeah, I got that and the zip up hoodie, which you can actually. I'll be a nice friend here, and we can plug it for Jay too. You can still get this. Nine Line has amazing stuff. Excuse me. How do I get rid of this ad? Decline offer. Just before I say anything, I want to make sure that shirt is still. Yeah. The shirt is still up. If you're interested, it's a nice shirt. Can confirm. And if you use the code drunk3po20, you get it's free shipping. It actually takes a lot off. I think it's like 20% off or something like that. Anyways, yeah, thank you, Hokies. I should have busted out that shirt yesterday for her birthday and wore it. I got 9 Line on now. Like I really do just love 9 Line. I grew up in a family of what's this? I thought something new popped up. Of veterans. So I respect so much what they do over there. They help veterans. So they get my business and a lot of my family's business. What's up, Comics Dad? Really good. I love to see that. They should be plugging it because all wonderful people. Jay and Gina are both wonderful people. I've only had the opportunity to meet Gina once, but she was an absolute sweetheart. And Jay's one of my good friends. But yeah, just 9 Line, wonderful company. So I will always push their stuff. And what stream were you earlier, Pro? Walt Disney World Pro. I wasn't on I was not very long because the afternoons are a bit hard for me and they always go like 12 to 3, so I could only go on for like an hour. Yeah, I grew up in a family. But no, I grew up in a family of veterans, even my grandma and grandpa. My grandpa was in the army. And yeah, it's my grandma was in the Air Force. Sorry, my brain's just like loading. Does good shows too. He does C&D. What's up? I missed it. Kobji Films. Kobji? Probably saying that wrong. I'm really sorry. I I always say people's names wrong, and I'm doing good. Thank you for hanging out over there on Twitch. I know I haven't been on there for a while, but it's good to see you. It's okay, C&D. I can't talk today, so. All right, so here we go. I didn't. Well, you know what? We'll save the Kelly Marie Tran stuff for Saturday. She's going down the same road that her co-star went down, talking crap about. Here, I want to make sure I don't lose. Whoops. What page was I on? 107. Okay. Oh no, I started a new chapter. Okay. Comics Dad, send me an email. You're in my Discord, right? I have my email in Discord. That's probably the best way. What's up, Anani Moose? Dan Blackroyd, hello. All right, so this I am a little more than halfway through. Spider-Man Blue. So I'll read just like not the actual comic. So this version, why it came out. Shout out Wiley Dave for this. I love it. I had to put down the Nightwing book because I got really, really into this one. So the reason this one came to be, this was a story about loss, not just the loss of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker's life, but for Tim Sale and me, it was a story about a great character that on the night Gwen Stacy died had left comics. In those days, characters didn't reappear several months later as if in a dream or an imaginary story, nor did they come back from a multiverse that hadn't yet really been mined. Gwen Stacy was gone. That made it worse. What made it worse was that she was being forgotten in the ongoing stories by the fans. So, Tim and I set off on a noble journey to restore her memory. That is Spider Man Blue. Having Marvel reproduce this beautiful collection years later means that in our small way, we succeeded. There's more to it, but I just wanted to show you what the, you know, I remember I was on 107. Or miss my spot here, but yeah, the art in this, great. A goblin starts with a goblin fight. Some of you, if you're a comic book person, you've probably read these. Let's see. Trying to find. I thought this was just about Gwen Stacy. I didn't know that Mary Jane was also in this one. So, love Tim Sale's artwork. Beautiful. It is great. Star Wars Marvel purist. Hello. Yeah, this book, great. Like, this was one of my favorite pages in it. This is back when they made the girls look beautiful. Mary Jane. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I think if you don't have this, you should grab it. Totally worth it, especially if you can get it on hardcover. But yeah, I haven't finished it yet. So next week I will give you guys like a review, but so far I am halfway through. There we go. A little bit Gwen. Where was I? I was at 107. Yeah. And I love these, like the sketches. Like for each chapter. Love it. Let me put my little bookmark back in there. I'm probably gonna finish it tonight after the stream. I might try to do a gaming stream tonight. I'm not positive yet and see how I feel, but if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, Spider-Man Blue. I love the cover because it's giving like a Marilyn Monroe vibe. Very nice. And you were all ready to remind me to talk about the book. Well, thank you, Hokies. Yeah, this one, and then I have the Nightwing compendium, A Night in Bloodhaven. Is that what it is? Right? Yeah, A Night in Bloodhaven. It's good. But it got put to the side because you guys know. You mean Twitch messing up chat, Hokies? Oh, thank you for stopping by between your DVD rounds to say hello. I appreciate that. I am so excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, which is going to be summer. So I'm thinking maybe July. Okay, let's see. I gotta see if I can. I'm trying to remember how to raid on Twitch because it's been so long. Is it just /raid? Let's see. Is anybody even on? I'm not leaving just yet. I'm just trying to figure it out. Why is it not showing me who's live? Oh, here we go. Hmm. See if it'll go in. Sorry, guys. I look like a boomer right now. It's been so long since I've been on. Oh, I gotta write the whole thing in. It doesn't let me do at. Let me read these super chats first. Hold on. Mike, don't worry, I'm not leaving without reading the super chats. I was just trying to figure it out. Mike Noss for 5. If you haven't seen any Bat in the Sun videos, I have. I've seen quite a few. I recommend checking them out, specifically Green Ranger vs. Ryu and the White Ranger vs. Scorpion. I have. They're very good. Bat in the Sun, very great quality productions as well. Loose for the Dopamine for Canadian 2. The Halloween costume meme of R.W. Chud has a 9-line tee. Really? I didn't know that. I think at only works if they're in the chat. Thank you, Hokies. All right. So it's not letting me copy and paste. Hold on. Let me. We'll see if this works. What does knock mean? I don't know what that means on Twitch. It updated so much because I have not been on in 2 years. So there's new stuff. Magnum Norse for 5. Thank you. Nice to know how Welcome to the Rebellion happened. God bless. I'm proud to be a part of this community, which is why I tell everyone on a regular. Hey, we can take it. Thank you, Magnum Norse. Yeah. But yeah, that's how it started. Okay, let me see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work. But if it does, I'm sending you to about 6 years ago, I want to say it was when I first started streaming, and it was over on Twitch Gaming. And my first stream, I started it muted. Go figure. And this person that I'm sending to you on Twitch came in and let me know that I was muted. And he's stuck around. He's popped in a couple of times on my YouTube chats because I stopped being on Twitch for a while. Very nice. Nope, it didn't work. /raid. Let's try again. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. I gotta put the channel in here. Let's try again. And over on YouTube, I'm gonna send you guys over to Vara. Is this how to do it? Let's see. Why isn't it working? I wonder if there's a like way to do it on the back end. I'll have to figure that out. Let's try one more time. There we go. The raid has been created. I figured it out. So sorry, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. You guys are awesome. Hope you have a great rest of your night. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.